Here is something most homeowners never bother to calculate. On a standard 30-year mortgage for $300,000 at a 7% interest rate, you will pay roughly $422,000 total by the time you make your last payment. That means you paid $122,000 in interest alone, over and above the price of the home. Now here's the part that changes everything. If you apply a handful of simple, low-effort strategies consistently, you can cut that mortgage down to 15 or 16 years and eliminate somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000 in interest that you would have otherwise handed to the bank. No refinancing required, no major lifestyle changes, just understanding how amortization actually works and using it against the lender instead of letting the lender use it against you. Let's start at the foundation, because most people genuinely do not understand what their monthly mortgage payment is made of. Every single payment you make is split between principal, the actual loan balance, and interest. In the early years of a 30-year mortgage, the split is heavily tilted toward interest. On a $300,000 loan at 7%, your first monthly payment is roughly around $2,000. Of that, about $1,750 goes to the bank as interest. Only $250 actually reduces your loan balance. The bank gets paid first. You get the scraps. And that ratio only changes gradually over the course of the loan. You are 10 years in before even half of your payment starts reducing the actual balance. This is the trap of amortization. The bank structures it this way because it maximizes the interest they collect if you either make standard payments for 30 years or sell the house and pay off the loan early. At which point, they have already extracted the most profitable years of interest from you. Understanding this single fact is the intellectual foundation of every accelerated mortgage payoff strategy that actually works. The first and most powerful strategy is extra principal payments. Every dollar you add to your monthly payment on top of the required minimum must, by law, be applied directly to the principal balance, not interest, principal. And because the interest you owe each month is calculated on the remaining principal, reducing principal early has a compounding effect. Every extra dollar you put in today eliminates all the future interest that would have been charged on that dollar for the rest of the loan. You are not just paying down a dollar of debt, you are eliminating everything the dollar would have cost you in interest over the next 10, 15, or 20 years. Let's make this concrete. If you add just $200 per month in extra principal payments to a 30-year, $300,000 mortgage at 7%, you will pay off the loan in approximately 23 and a half years instead of 30. That is 6.5 years gone, and you will save roughly $53,000 in interest. $200 a month is the equivalent of skipping 1 or 2 dinners out per week. That is the trade. If you can push that extra payment to $500 per month, you cut the loan to roughly 19 and a half years and save nearly $80,000 in interest. $500 a month extra on a mortgage is accessible for a lot of people who have never thought to try it. It doesn't require a budget overhaul. It just requires making it automatic and intentional. The second strategy is biweekly payments. Instead of making one full monthly payment, you split your payment in half and make that half payment every 2 weeks. Here is the math that makes this work. There are 52 weeks in a year. Paying every 2 weeks means you make 26 half payments, which equals 13 full monthly payments instead of 12. One extra full payment per year automatically, without it feeling like an extra payment at all. That one extra payment per year on a 30-year 7% mortgage shaves about 4 years off the loan term and saves roughly $30,000 in interest. 4 years, $30,000, just by changing your payment frequency. Not every lender accepts bi-weekly payments without a fee. Some will charge you to set it up. If that is the case with yours, you can replicate the same math yourself. Take your monthly principal and interest payment, divide by 12, and add that amount to each monthly payment as extra principal. You get the same one extra payment per year. No program required, no fee, no middleman. The third strategy is the annual lump sum payment. Tax refunds, bonuses, commissions, inheritance, the sale of something you no longer need. Anytime a chunk of money lands in your account that was not already spoken for in your monthly budget, directing some or all of it to your mortgage principal creates an outsized payoff. A single $2,000 lump sum payment made in year 3 of a 30-year mortgage eliminates something like $5,000 to $6,000 in total future interest, depending on your rate. You are paying $2,000 to save $5,000 or $6,000. The math is almost always worth it if your mortgage rate is above 5% and you don't have higher rate debt sitting somewhere else. The priority question matters here. If you carry credit card debt at 20% interest, you clear that first. Always. The math is not even close. But if your only debt is the mortgage and maybe a car loan, aggressively overpaying the mortgage is one of the best guaranteed returns available to you. Because the interest savings are certain, tax-free if structured correctly, and the risk is zero. You cannot lose money by paying off debt. The fourth strategy that most people miss is the roundup method. If your principal and interest payment is $1,840, you round up to $2,000 every month. That extra $160 per month goes straight to principal. Rounding up is psychologically easy because the total feels like a clean number. It is automatic once you set it up, and it adds up to roughly $1,920 extra per year hitting your principal, which over the life of the loan can shave 2 to 3 years off a 30-year mortgage depending on timing. There's also a strategy called the 15-year reframe. Some people skip all of the above and simply refinance to a 15-year mortgage. If your current 30-year rate is 7%, a 15-year might be available at 6.25% or 6.5%. Your monthly payment will go up, but the total interest you pay over the life of the loan drops dramatically. On a $300,000 loan, the difference in total interest between a 30-year at 7% and a 15-year at 6.5% is over $90,000. The monthly payment difference is roughly $400 to $600. If your income supports it, this is the most guaranteed path to half the mortgage term, because the shorter amortization schedule is locked in and you cannot accidentally skip extra payments. The critical piece that makes any of these strategies actually work long-term is automation. The biggest threat to an accelerated payoff plan is not financial. It is behavioral. It is the month where something comes up and you pull back the extra payment to cover it, and then it stays pulled back. Automate the extra payment the same day your paycheck hits. Make it a fixed line on your budget, not an optional contribution you decide on each month. When it is automatic, it happens regardless of how the month feels. And the compounding effect of consistent extra payments over years is the entire engine of this strategy. One more concept worth understanding: mortgage payoff as risk reduction. A fully paid home is a floor under your life. If your income drops, if you lose your job, if the economy turns, a mortgage-free home cannot be taken from you through inability to make payments. The psychological value of that security is real and legitimate, even if it does not show up in a spreadsheet. People who aggressively pay off their mortgages are not just saving interest, they are buying optionality. The ability to live on a much smaller income if they need to. The ability to take career risks they could not take with a large monthly housing obligation. The ability to redirect $500 or $1,000 a month into investments once the mortgage is gone. The payoff moment is not just the end of a payment. It is the start of a completely different financial posture. If you want to run the numbers on your own mortgage today, take your current balance, your interest rate, and your remaining term and run them through any free mortgage amortization calculator. Then add extra payment amounts and watch what it does to your payoff date and total interest. Most people who do this exercise for the first time are stunned by how much a small, consistent extra payment moves the needle. The math is immediate and visible. That clarity is usually enough to make it stick. Here is the summary. The bank is not rooting for you to pay this off early. 30 years of interest is the product they are selling you. Every extra dollar of principal you pay is a dollar that never earns them interest again. You are not just saving money by accelerating your payoff. You are opting out of the system that costs most Americans decades of unnecessary payments. The strategies are simple. The math is in your favor. The only thing required is making it automatic and not stopping. If you found value in this, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Drop a comment telling me what your current mortgage timeline looks like and whether you are already making extra payments. We will see you in the next one.